Does the Joker lift? Not that we've seen, but what if he did? Joker is known for a medley of different abilities, but brute strength is not usually one of them. His slender, suited form is small compared to the washboard abs of the DC heroes. With that lack of superhuman abilities, that begs the question, what would he do with that power? We've gotten a peek at this possibility. Batman Arkham Asylum presented a boss fight against the Joker with a strength similar to Bane, but that was temporary. What could the Clown Prince do with a more permanent superpower?
Early start. Haven't had my coffee, but Joker's already had his protein shake.
Now, it's all well and good to theorize what Joker could do with some added muscle, but we have to determine firstly, what kind of muscle. Bane is both an individual of peak performance and fitness in many interactions, but it's the Venom serum he often has coursing through his veins that gives him his strength. So this kinda knocks out the contender of Tom Hardy's Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, since his nifty mask is all painkillers and no muscle enhancers. And then we can scratch off Batman Beyond's Bane on account of him being quite old at this point and not really up to much. Batman and Robin's Bane is also going out the window. Yes, he has Venom, but to be honest, not a fan of that Bane. But you know what? Uma Thurman's Ivy can stay. Anyway, the abilities of the comics versions as well as the animated series are going to be our closest bet. The comics place his upper limit at 2 tons for his Venom-enhanced body. It is noted that he could lift 3 tons, but he might lose control over himself in the process due to the huge amounts of Venom that would be in his system. Aside from just brute strength, Bane has a running speed on par with Olympic-level athletes, enhanced durability, superhuman reflexes, and limitless stamina, as long as Venom is being pumped into his bloodstream. Bane, without his super serum, still retains a great amount of power and skill, as he has trained his body and his mind to a much higher degree than the average person. He still served as a notable villain and hero without the artificial enhancements, but he still goes back to it from time to time. For simplicity's sake, let's use Venom-enhanced Bane as an example, as that's the usual form we get to see, and the one that is more likely to come to pass. The Joker gets Venom is much more likely than the Joker starts powerlifting. You know, unless Arkham Asylum gets a new CrossFit gym with all that Wayne Foundation money. Now, the concept of another supervillain taking the Venom formula isn't the newest concept. That was a good chunk of the Arkham Asylum games, dealing with the influx of Bane-like drones and a final Joker fight. That technically isn't regular Venom. Instead, it was the enhanced Titan formula that the Joker anonymously funded. A much more concentrated dose, with some horrific mutations coming as an added bonus. The Riddler and Lex Luthor have also both faced their heroes with a bit of a boost thanks to Venom. Others aside, we have one Joker who did take the classic Venom formula, that being Joker as depicted in the Batman series from the early 2000s. Now, a rampaging beast in a purple tunic, Joker was actually able to capture Batman, but this was due to a mistake of Batgirl during combat. She does redeem herself and manages to take down the Joker and save her mentor, leading to a rapidly deflating clown. The actions of this Joker cannot be taken as universal. He didn't have access to the Venom strength for long, and his MO is a little bit different. Rather than more flat-out sadism and crimes, this Joker fluctuates wildly between large-scale pranks and jokes to full-on horrendous multiple felonies. This inconsistency doesn't make him the best candidate for deciding what the Joker would do. Let's put being a circus strongman in the best case scenario column of what the Joker may do with Bane's strength and carry on from there. The Joker isn't known for relying on brute strength to get the job done, as he has a medley of gadgets, chemicals, and goons to make up for any physical limitations he may have. Regardless of that fact, he is no stranger to a fight. If it comes down to a fistfight against the Bat, he's more than happy to oblige. His brutality, even with more human levels of strength, is something to behold. A crowbar is a nice tool and all, but it still takes a good amount of force to swing it, let alone continue to keep swinging. As far as we know, Joker has no formal combat training, but he certainly knows where many of the body's weak points are. So take your garden variety Joker, but now he can do all that with much more might, much faster, and he will never get tired. Oh, he also isn't going to be easily hurt by anything. Yikes. Gotham wouldn't stand a chance. He would likely kidnap the Bat as he has in the past, possibly taking a page from Bane's book for the iconic break. After that, he would likely try and break Batman mentally. The game ends when the Bat dies, and there's very little fun in that. It will likely take Justice League intervention to finally put a stop to him. During the Nightfall arc, Bane managed to set up quite the gauntlet for Bruce, but he hadn't been in Gotham for that long. The Joker has been here for practically forever, and he knows how the place ticks. The obstacles and chaos he could bring without much ability to stop his rampage would be astronomical. Think Professor Hulk-level thought processes and strength, but hopped up on 1,000 years worth of caffeine and a desire for sadistic destruction. The biggest punchline is Joker may end up letting the Bat go in the end. Or if Batman really dies, then he may just stop. The Joker has acknowledged that he can't exist without the Caped Crusader. And if the Bat can't stop him, well, it's just not fun anymore.
Good night. And always remember, that's...
I think we can all agree, a super strong Joker is a recipe for disaster. So let's hope for Gotham's sake that reality never comes to pass. In the meantime, smile because it confuses people and don't be so serious. Thanks for watching. Peace.